Namaste, all you fragrant people, and welcome to the Om Incense podcast. Grab your favorite beverage and your snacks and relax while I give you company. So, last time we done this reading from this book called The Complete Incense Book by Suzanne Fisher Rizzi. We done the incense ingredients of Japan, and today we'll be doing some more incense ingredients and some incense recipes in case you wish to try any of these. So let's get doing. We're reading from page number 210 and we're reading about Borneo camphor. It says Dryobalanops aromatica. The Borneo camphor tree in Japan, called the Honsho, has a particularly mild and pleasant fragrance when compared to other camphor trees. Camphor is a pure white crystal, and in most cases it is synthetic. Therefore, beware when buying camphor. Always request natural camphor, specifically Camphorica japonica, Vera pulv. The addition of the plus sign means that this camphor turns polarized light to the right. Camphor trees develop into magnificent giants. The ancient Chinese honored them as holy trees. The sacred camphor tree at the Hachiman shrine in the Kagoshima district is 1200 years old. During the time of Marco Polo, people paid for camphor in gold. The tree excretes fragrant camphor naturally through cracks in the trunk. The excretion increases when you heat the wood. Camphor added to an incense burning mixture provides a fresh note. It is clarifying, refreshing, revitalizing, and helpful for maintaining concentration. It also strengthens awareness and reduces sexual urges. Camphor, in fact, has quite a few tantric, or you might just say paranormal, uses in India too. And one very common thing which many people do and which should be done is lighting up a piece of camphor right at the entrance of your door every Saturday. And the other thing that should be done is light up a small piece of camphor which has been dipped in ghee. Light it up as the last thing in your kitchen once you're about to go and sleep for the night. So these are the two things that almost anybody can do and invite some good energies to yourself and to the house. Then we have musk or ambergris. Japanese incense burning mixtures may contain 3 animal substances. Musk is the sexual gland of the musk deer, which is now on the endangered species list because it is in danger of extinction. Nevertheless, the illegal trade is flourishing and the Japanese use about 80% of the world's musk production. Musk is very expensive. In my opinion, we should not buy or use this fragrant substance because it hastens the animal's extinction. The species could permanently disappear from the earth. Instead of the musk obtained from the deer, you can substitute rose mallow seeds from a hibiscus type plant, Hibiscus albalmoschus. They have a sweet, flowery, heavy fragrance that is reminiscent of musk. Ambergris is the product of the secretion of the sperm whale and of the finely crushed shell of a scented mussel, Potamidus microterus and Eberna japonica. The dried and crushed resin of the shell is an incense burning substance. In the past, The fragrance of these ocean shells was very popular in Europe and Asia. People considered it to be a strong aphrodisiac. Today, we only use it to produce Japanese incense burning mixtures. I've listed incense burning substances derived from animals only for the sake of completeness. I do not use them myself because of their endangered status. However, these three fragrant substances have been much in demand in China, and their use in Japan stemmed from there. Additionally, fragrant substances used in Japan are myrrh, frankincense, vetiver, benzoin, cloves, the bark of the Scotch pine, hinoki tree, ginger, spikenard, and costus. And then we have a few recipes. Recipes for Japanese incense burning mixtures. Fleeing from ignorance. In this recipe, we have frankincense 2 parts, sandalwood 1 part, agarwood 1 part, clove 1 part, cinnamon 1 part. Agarwood is now available in the West in the form of small shavings. Although it is not the best quality, it will do for mixtures. Crush the frankincense resin, cloves, cinnamon bark, and agarwood individually into a rough powder in a stone mortar. Mix well and add the sandalwood powder. Add a pinch to the charcoal or burn it on an incense burning stove. The fragrance of this mixture is warm, soft, and deeply relaxing. It stimulates reflection and awareness, aids meditation and prayers, and spreads an atmosphere of silent devotion. The other one is the Morning of Happiness Spring. Frankincense 2 parts, camphor 1 part, cloves 1 part, white pine needles half a part, juniper tips half a part. Use a good quality frankincense if possible. Pulverize the frankincense and cloves individually. Crush the dried white pine needles and tips from the juniper bush. Together, mix all the ingredients well and use a pinch at a time on charcoal or an incense burning stove. The mixture has a fresh, woody fragrance and creates a happy and light atmosphere. It provides energy and works against depression and tiredness. It stimulates creativity and creative work in the morning. Blue dragonfly on a lotus leaf. This is for summers. Sandalwood 6 parts, myrrh 2 parts, cinnamon 1 part, cinnamon flowers 1 part, cloves 2 parts, lavender flowers half a part. Crush the sandalwood, myrrh, and cloves. Mix all the ingredients well. Use a pinch at a time on charcoal or an incense burning stove. This is an exquisite mixture with a warm, sunny, sweet, bewitching fragrance that touches the heart. It is meant for sensuous and erotic hours. It increases the joy of summer and warms the heart. It is a fragrant journey through the countryside to a secret parama at the edge of a pond on a summer afternoon. It works well as an accompaniment for messages. It is helpful for creative work and for emotional regeneration. Then we have night leaves, which is meant for fall. Labdanum 1 part, storax half a part, sandalwood half a part, frankincense half a part, cinnamon flowers half a part, soft dried prune unsulfured half to 1 part. Pulverize the frankincense, cinnamon flower, and sandalwood individually. Then mix well. If you have storax in dry flakes, Crush it like the labdanum. Mix all the dry ingredients and work the moist substance well until it has the consistency of wax. Form small pellets about the size of a pea. Allow the mixture to rest for at least 1 week in a closed ceramic container. Use one pellet at a time on glowing charcoal with a layer of sand underneath. Cover lightly with sand and burn next to or directly on the hot charcoal. The pellet will burn more slowly this way. The fragrance is warm and soft, and it is drenched with the scent of fall. It stimulates imagination and creativity, allowing you to experience the energy and fullness of fall. Then we have first snowflakes in a Scotch pine forest. This is for winter. Agarwood, 2 parts. Frankincense, 2 parts. Cinnamon flower, half a part. Sandalwood, 1 part. Camphor, half a part. Myrrh, 1 part. Crush agarwood, frankincense, use a very good quality, and cinnamon flowers. Also crush the sandalwood resin and myrrh. Mix all the ingredients together well and use a pinch at a time on charcoal or an incense burning stove. This exquisite mixture has a delicate, noble fragrance. It reminds you of the first snowflakes in an ancient Scotch pine forest tumbling gently from the sky. It's a fragrance for meditation, for quiet company, for reflection and thinking, and for inner balance. It brings comfort when you're low, and it is helpful in solving problems. And I guess the last one is the breath of the soul. Sandalwood, 2 parts. Rose mallow seeds, half a part. Japanese anise, 1 part. Cinnamon flower, 1 part. Benzoin resin, 1 part. Pulverize all the ingredients individually and mix well. The rose mallow seeds come from the hibiscus plant and are a good substitute for musk obtained from animals. This is a mixture that floats in the air gently, delicately, and sensuously. It is for deep relaxation, for reflection, to accompany music or painting, and for sensuous get-togethers so you can listen to your soul. This was page number 211, and that was the last part of the incense ingredients, the chapter on Japan. So that's all that we had today. I hope you enjoyed this episode and you learned something from it. If you think somebody else can learn something from it, share it with them. If you liked it, give it a like. And this Friday, stay tuned. I'll be doing a big haul that I just received from the Scenting Secrets. I just didn't have the time to record the video for today, so I'll be doing it on Friday. So stay tuned for it. It's going to be a nice one. And then I'll be doing all of those incenses. I'll be reviewing those one by one in the coming months. So that's all that we had today. This is Dolly Jha here, and I thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.